Hi, and welcome to this video on the basics of disposing of fixed asset. We're going to learn about what happens when you sell a fixed asset. Let's say that you are the owner of the County Fair Co. Your company has extra cash, and you believe that your best investment is a popcorn machine for the upcoming fair. You start out with $10,000 in cash, so this is what your balance sheet looks like. On 1/1/18, you buy a popcorn machine for $10,000. Debit to fixed assets for $10,000, credit to cash for $10,000. You have your popcorn machine for 2 years and make a ton of money, selling bag after bag of popcorn. You eventually get burnt out of spending every weekend at the fair, so you decide to sell your popcorn machine to 𝗧𝗏𝗘𝗥. What has been happening to your asset during the 2 years that you owned it? You were depreciating it because it was decreasing in value. Let's say it has a 5-year useful life, and that we're using the straight line method of depreciation. So we're going to be depreciating $2,000 per year. We debit depreciation expense for $2,000, and we credit accumulated depreciation for $2,000. We do the same entry for both year 1 and year 2. Remember that accumulated depreciation builds every year, kind of like a pyramid. So by the end of 2 years, we have a total of $4,000 in accumulated depreciation. When it comes to disposing of fixed asset, we have to figure out how to get it off our books. We have to reverse out the entries we made when we had it. Here, I will give you a 4-step process that you can use for recording fixed asset disposals. Step 1. Get rid of the fixed asset, which in this case is the popcorn machine. Step 2. Get rid of the accumulated depreciation. Step 3. Record the cash. Step 4. Record your gain or loss. So step 1. We need to get the popcorn machine off our books. Since we initially debited it for $10,000 when we bought it, we have to credit it for $10,000. Removing the accumulated depreciation is step 2. From 2 years of owning the asset, we have $4,000 of accumulated depreciation. Remember that accumulated depreciation is a credit, so we have to debit it to get rid of it. So we have credited fixed assets for $10,000 and debited accumulated depreciation for $4,000. What are we getting for selling this popcorn machine? Cold, hard cash. So let's knock out step 3 and record the cash. Let's say we received $5,000 in cash for selling our popcorn machine. So we debit cash for $5,000. So now our debits total $9,000 and our credits total $10,000. It doesn't balance. Where does that final part of the entry come from? It's a loss of $1,000. We recorded debit for a loss of $1,000, and now our entry balances. To figure out whether you have a gain or a loss, if it's a debit entry, then it is a loss, just like an expense. If it's a credit entry, then it is a gain, just like revenue. Now let's set up a second example. Let's assume that instead of receiving $5,000 for the popcorn machine, we receive $7,000. The first 2 parts of our entry are the same. We credit fixed assets for $10,000 and debit accumulated depreciation for $4,000. Now we'll record a debit to cash of $7,000. Our debits total $11,000 and our credits total $10,000. What do we need to record? Is it a gain or is it a loss? It is a gain for $1,000. A gain is a credit. Now, let me show you a way to figure out the gain or loss without having to do a journal entry. This involves the concept of net book value, aka what your asset is worth. It is worth cost minus accumulated depreciation. Depreciation means to decrease in value, so your accumulated depreciation decreases the value of your asset. In our case, the cost of the popcorn machine is $10,000 and our accumulated depreciation is $4,000. $10,000 minus $4,000. The net book value of our asset is $6,000. It's worth $6,000. So here's our formula to figure out the gain or loss. Proceeds from sale minus net book value equals gain or loss. We received $5,000 cash from the sale. Our asset is worth $6,000. $5,000 minus $6,000. We have a loss of $1,000. In the second example, we received $7,000 cash from the sale. Our asset is still worth $6,000. $7,000 minus $6,000. We have a gain of $1,000. I hope this video helped out a bit. Keep studying and keep learning.